Okay, we're gonna start our final project today. So hopefully this video helps you get started. Otherwise, it'd probably be pretty confusing. I want you to go to the home page on Canvas, go down to the 20th, and open up the house plan costs. Click on the tab and open up the spreadsheet. I'm gonna click on the blue here to make it full page, just so I can see it better. Okay, so we are going to figure out how much it's going to cost us to buy the 2x4s for the house that we had designed last week. So first thing we can do is we're going to go to Lowe's, Home Depot, Anderson Lumber, wherever you want to go. And you need to search for 8-foot 2x4s. So I can just search for 2x4s, 2x4x8, because that's what I need. And I want to get this cost here. I don't necessarily need a cedar air dried, but write down the cost of the 2x4. So if I have 1238, I'm going to go back over to my house plans, and I'm going to put here the cost. So I'm going to put $12.38. Then I'm going to look at each individual room. Let's say this is my living room. If I haven't already figured out the individual perimeter of that room, I need to add up the 4 walls that we have. I'm going to say mine came to 500 feet. Okay, so before we can't just times those two together, we need to know how many boards we need to find out our perimeter. So if we have our wall here, we need 2x4s to go along here. And we need 2x4s to go along here. And then we need 2x4s to count as our studs all along here. So first off, let's find out how much we need up here. So we need to take our perimeter, which for me was 500. And I divide by how long our 2x4 is, which is 8. So if I do 500 divide 8, that tells me I need 62 boards for the top. Since my top and my bottom are the same, I'm also going to need another 500 feet divided by 8. And that's also going to equal 62. Okay, then I need to figure out how many studs I need. This is a stud. They put a stud in a wall every 16 inches. So I need to figure out how many studs I need. But I can't just do 500 divided by 16 inches because 500 is in feet and I need it to be in inches. So I need to take 500 and multiply it to change it to inches. So I'm going to multiply it by 12 because there's 12 inches in a foot. That would give me 6,000 inches. Now I can see how many 2x4s I need for my studs by dividing 16, because I need a 2x4 every 16 inches. That tells me I need 375 2x4s for my studs. Now I need to add those three numbers together. 62 plus 62 plus 375. So in that room I need 499 2x4s. So if I can get to switch back here, I'm going to put right here in the number of 2x4s 499. Then I need to find out the cost here. What is it going to cost me just to build that one room? So I have to take 499 and I have to multiply it by the cost, which is 12.38. And that gives me right here in my room 6,177 and 62 cents. I'm going to repeat that process for each room in my house. So if I had a kitchen and it was still $12.38, because our 2x4 cost is not going to change. And let's say my kitchen was 200 feet, and I go in and figure out that I need 250 2x4s. I multiply those two together. That one would be $3,095. When I get all of my rooms done, then I'm going to add those all this cost of the walls together to get my total cost. So for my total cost for these two rooms would be $9,272 and 62 cents. And you're going to keep going. Now remember that when you're doing walls, if I have a wall in one room and it shares, like if I have another room going this way, this room's and this room both share this wall, so I don't need to recalculate that wall. So if I had a room with 4 sides and I already found one side of the 2x4s, I don't need to do that again. So the next room would only be 3 sides that I would find. And see if you can get your total. Good luck.